Good morning, students. This is your teacher Neelam Elawat, and we'll continue our chapter, that is reproduction in organisms. This is a lecture number 2, students, and I hope you are revising with me and there is absolutely no doubt in any of the topics. Okay, so let's continue our revision. In the last class, we've talked about the asexual reproduction, the different methods of asexual reproduction. Now today we'll be talking about sexual reproduction. As we know already that sexual reproduction involves, it is basically two parents will be involved. One is your male, another is the female, right? So here you will have two parents, they will be involved. Then the gametes, there is a formation of gametes in this process. And then these gametes, there is a fusion of gametes which will form zygote. So we can differentiate between the asexual and sexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, only one parent is required, while in case of sexual reproduction, two parents are required. In that, there is no gamete formation. Here is gametes are formed, and then the fusion of gametes will occur, which will form the zygote. Now, dear students, as we are generally in the growth phase, okay, before we become mature, this phase is called juvenile phase. So we can divide our lifetime into three phases, right? One is juvenile phase, another is reproductive phase, and third is senescent phase or the old age, right? So in first phase, it is the period of growth. Okay, it is a period of growth which is called this juvenile phase, and in plants it is called the vegetative phase. Now after the vegetative phase is completed or juvenile phase is completed, second the reproductive phase will start. Reproductive phase means the phase in which the organism can reproduce. Then third is your old age or senescent phase. This phase basically marks the end of the reproductive phase. Okay. And after this phase, there will be the death of the individual. So we can categorize the three phases, or we can identify three phases in our lifetime: juvenile phase, reproductive phase, and the senescent phase. Now in case of plants, when we're talking about the flowering plants, that is your angiosperms, we can divide them into three basic categories. One is the annuals, the plants which complete their life cycle in 1 year. They are called annuals. Means they can complete their life cycle in 1 year. At least they take 1 year for their life cycle, and then they die. For example, the peas. Biperennial means the plants which complete their life cycle in 2 years, like your onion. Then perennial plants means the plant which lives more than 2 years, like your banana, mango. Okay, they live more than 2 years. So we can categorize plants on three categories: annuals, biennials, and perennials. Now you must have observed there are special two plants that you need to specially observe. These are exceptional plants. Bamboo plant, right? Bamboo plant. This plant flowers only after 15 to 100 years. And it produces large number of fruits, and then it dies. So a bamboo flower, it gives flowers after around 15 to 100 years later, and then it will give a lot of fruits, and then it will die. Second is Strobilanthes kunthiana, which is also called as Neela Kurunji. Okay, it is called Neela Kurunji, and it gives flowers once only in 12 hours. So after 12 hours, it always gives flowers. And the flowers are always during the September and October, right? They are always during the September and October. The last they had flowered was in 2006. That were observed to be some plants. They were observed to be flowering in 2006. Now, depending upon the animals, on the time of breeding, okay, on the basis of time of breeding, we can say there are two types of breeders. One is the seasonal breeders, another is continuous breeders. Seasonal breeders, they only breed in a particular season, during a particular period. Okay, so they only breed during a particular period. For example, your frog, lizards, birds. And since they breed in a particular season, so you will find that after the season, suddenly there is an there is a increase in number of lizards, increase in number of birds or deers. Okay, then our continuous breeders. These are the animals that can breed any point of the time in their lifetime, right? Any day, any season. So there is no particular period in which they will be breeding. So they, after the maturity, sexual maturity, they can breed any time of the year. That is, example is your honeybee, queen, poultry, rabbit, mice, cattle, and even the human beings. We also come under the category of continuous breeders. Then, depending upon the cyclic changes that occur in our reproduction, we know that during juvenile phase, when the growth phase is occurring, so growth of your reproductive system also occurs, and then once it becomes mature, then you enter the reproductive phase. So we can talk about two basic cycles. One is the oestrus cycle, another is a menstrual cycle. Oestrus cycle, it only operates in non-primates. It occurs in the non-primate mammals like your cows, sheep, dog. So they always have a reproductive cycle, and that reproductive cycle is called oestrus cycle. While in case of primate mammals, we all have menstrual cycles like monkeys, apes, and human beings. So human beings, they have a menstrual cycle. Okay. Then sexual reproduction. The complete phase of sexual reproduction can be divided into three parts. One is a pre-fertilization phase, second is fertilization, and then is a post-fertilization. Let's talk about each phase separately. So first of all, the pre-fertilization events. Now during pre-fertilization events, we will talk about the two main events, that is gametogenesis and gamete transfer. So these two parts, they constitute the pre-fertilization events. This actually means the processes that will be occurring before the fertilization. So two processes will occur. One is formation of gametes and second is transfer of gametes. Now gametogenesis means the formation of gametes. As we know, students, that in case of sexual reproduction, we have male, two parents are involved. One is male, another is female. So in male, there is a formation of male gametes. Okay everyone, there is a formation of male gametes, while in case of female, there is a formation of female gametes. Okay, and this process of forming gametes is called gametogenesis. Now we can divide gametes into two basic categories. One, homogametes. Homogametes means where both the gametes, that is your male gamete or female gamete, they are approximately of same size and same appearance. So they are referred to as homogametes or isogametes. Now coming to the human beings, if you have seen, egg is bigger in size and the sperms, they are different size. So they are referred to as heterogametes, means where male and female, they produces gametes, and these two gametes, they are structurally different from each other. Okay, they are structurally different from each other, thus they can be referred to as heterogametes. So organism can produce homogametes if they are both are same, and heterogametes also. In case of human beings, the gametes are heterogametes. Okay, the male gamete is called a sperm, or it is called an antherozoid. Okay, what do you call a male sperm? The male sperm is called antherozoid, while the female gamete is called the egg. Okay, female gamete is called the egg. Now coming to the, you can say we can compare the different sexuality in organisms. See, we can use two terms, homothelic and monoecious. Now these two terms, they describe bisexual condition. Bisexual means where same individual will have male and the female parts. Like as we talk about in case of earthworm, the earthworm is homoecious. It has both the male and the female parts. Heterothelic and dioecious means it is basically unisexual condition, means one individual either will have male parts or the female parts, like your cockroach. See, in the cockroach, male and female, they are separately. Even human beings, the male and female, they are separate. Okay, right? They are separate. Male bears the male parts and female bears the female part. Okay, everyone? Now, in case of flowers also, we can call staminate. Staminate means it's a male flower. Pistillate means it is a female flower. Monoecious means it is bisexual, means both male and female parts are present in the same flower. Okay, monoecious means both male and female parts, they are present in the same flower, like your cucurbits and coconuts. Dioecious means male and female flowers, they are parts, they are present in the separate individuals. Okay, male and female parts, they are present in the separate individuals. Now, cell division during the gamete formation. See, we know that the gametes, they will be formed by a process which is called gamete formation. Means, suppose there is a cell, this cell will undergo division, right? And there are two methods of cell division. One could be your meiosis, another could be mitosis. But in case of you can say sexual reproduction, we always have meiosis. Okay, so we have meiosis, and because of this meiosis, gametes will be formed. So a cell will undergo cell division, that is your meiosis, and that will result in the formation of gametes. Okay. Now, some organisms, like organisms belonging to Monera, fungi, algae, in these they have a mitotic division. That means they have a mitosis process will occur in them. While you can say pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms, they are diploid, so they always have meiosis process occurring in them. So they have meiosis, and the Monera, fungi, algae, they have mitosis. They have mitosis since they are haploid, while in case of human beings also we are diploid, so we have meiosis process. Now, coming to your homework for today. First of all, revise this chapter thoroughly. Okay, everyone? Revise. So today's your homework is you will revise chapter 1 thoroughly, right? Completely revise this, and if there is anybody who has not made notes of the topic, you will complete your notes as well. But I suppose everybody has completed the notes. So the revision is that you will revise the complete chapter, and then you will learn question answers which are given the exercise from 1 to 10. Okay, clear? Revise the chapters, this chapter number 1, and you got to learn question answers 1 to 10 thoroughly. Okay, everyone? Okay, bye.